What is Hinduism? Is it a religion, a belief system, a group of religions? Is it a cult? Some people in the West think that Hinduism is a cult. Is it a pagan religion? There are people, somewhat uneducated, who think that Hinduism is a pagan religion. Is our religion promiscuous? Some people think that because Vatsa and Kama Sutras came from India, Hinduism is a promiscuous religion. Do we worship devils? That complaint is also there against us. There are people who misinterpret Hinduism for various reasons. It helps them to propagate their own beliefs, to show Hinduism in a very poor light, present the religion as kind of confused hodgepodge of ideas and beliefs. It helps other people to propaganda, to spread false information about Hinduism. Is our religion brought to us from outside by the so-called Aryans, the white people from north? Is that what it is, that India cannot on its own generate great religious ideas? For that they have to always depend upon outside sources. You can see there's a whole lot of confusion about Hinduism. Hindu philosophy has been greatly ignored in the West. If you read any book on philosophy, it starts with Greece. I once brought a book from the library which said World Philosophy. There's no mention of Hindu philosophies anywhere in that book. In fact, there was no mention of any philosophy of the Oriental countries in that book. But the title says it's a world philosophy. The problem is the philosophy in the West is completely separated from the religious doctrines and any thought process associated with the religion. In the Oriental countries, especially in countries like India, philosophy is an integral and essential aspect of religion. So those professors, whoever write those books, they're not very comfortable talking about the Indian philosophy, because if they talk about Indian philosophy, they have to project Hindu religion or other religions, and which they don't want to do in an academic work. So you can see that a whole lot of confusion exists in case of Hindu religion because of various reasons, some personal, some political, some religious, some even racial, because in the 18th and 19th centuries, a lot of European professors who were studying the Indian history and religion, they were not interested in understanding the significance or the uniqueness of our religious traditions. They were interested in how to interpolate and bring Christianity and the related doctrines into our theology. Of late, I came to know, and I've been reading about some people's attempt to say that Hinduism evolved from Christianity. There can be nothing more falsified than this assertion. Hinduism, you can trace its origins back to 5000 BC or so. Christianity as a religion, organized religion, came into existence in Rome around 280. And most of the doctrines it has taken and practices it adopted were from the Roman civilization. Those who make that assertion forget the simple fact that prior to Christianity there was Zoroastrianism, which was an associated religion of the Vedic people. They both spoke in Sanskrit. They lived in neighboring regions. And Zoroastrianism had many elements like Judgment Day, the conflict between the good and evil forces, the existence of an alter ego to God in the form of an evil being who is now recognizing Christianity as the devil. The last Judgment Day. These concepts were later found their way into Judeo-Christian religions. So it is the other way around. It is not that Hinduism evolved from Christianity, but it had no concept of a single unitary God. Those who read the Upanishads know that the vision of God that these scriptures present is much wider, more comprehensive than the descriptions of God you find in other religions. For a very long time in Christianity, earth was the center of the universe. They did not acknowledge the existence of other worlds. But in Hinduism, the concept that this world is but one of many has been there for quite some time. And look at the scope of time. Time we count in terms of billions of years. So it is preposterous to think that the idea of God was stolen by our people in the 1st or 2nd century AD. Buddha was there around 500 BC. And prior to that, there were many religious traditions and aesthetic traditions in ancient India who worshipped God in various forms. So to believe that Hinduism is either a cult or it evolved from some Western religion or it is a pagan religion, these are misconceptions. Arise mostly because of ignorance on the part of the people who speak about them, and also because of a vested interest in projecting this religion as a pagan religion so that they can get away with whatever religious propaganda they want to promote.